Tansei Bourgeois Anin de MacLeod Indigenous. I'm the writer of the play Manaaji Idiwin. There's no exact translation for the word elevate. Anna Chartrand, who did the translation, said it's a reciprocal relationship, and that's what that word alludes to. And that's exactly what happens in this play. The characters, they have an adventure in an elevator. I had a friend of mine, he's like, how do you write a play with two people in an elevator? It seems kind of boring. The trick is to make it interesting through the dialogue, through the actions, through what they do. Two human beings trying to find their way. They're not perfect. And I think that people will gravitate to that reality that they see in themselves. There's three characters in this play. The first one is Jonesy, as he's called. He works as a lawyer in a big office tower. He's been set in his ways for a long time. Jonesy had a really tough time growing up with his father, particularly, who instilled a lot of stereotypes and I would say a little bit of hatred as well. Tallahassee, his background's interesting. He grew up in the city, grew up on the res. His mom's First Nations and his father is from Haiti. Tallahassee is trying to do the best that he can for his community and the legacy of his mother. There's also an elevator that talks as well. And that's kind of representative of having an outside voice coming in, but also it represents the times we're in. You know, the elevator only knows in terms of its programming and the AI capabilities. So there's knowledge there, but sometimes it's a little bit misguided as well. What's interesting about the elevator is, in and itself, it's a character. You have the elevator, but you can step outside of the elevator. You can go on the roof of an elevator. You can have different movements and barriers. And the walls are representative of the barriers we have within ourselves. The elevator becomes a microscope for how they think and look at each other. The different layers, pun intended, elevate the play itself. I think of the play as a patchwork. It's like putting together a quilt. You have a beginning and an end, and you have to have these different parts of the story to get you there. Nobody's interested in a straight line story. Every story has different waves in it, different patterns, and you have to try to bring all these patterns together to tell a story with an end goal. Our director, Herbie Barnes, comes to the table with a lot of background. He understands comedy, understands movement. The goal is for people to come in, connect to a play where two characters kind of dive into each other in a real in-depth way because they have no choice. They have to open up to understand each other. That's what comes down to reconciliation is it's very individual. It's complicated to a lot of people. The goal was to try to simplify what that means. And what it does mean is addressing histories, different understandings, and also the non-understanding, being blind to who your neighbors are, who Indigenous people are. Regardless, at the end of it, Indigenous people are here, always been here. We're not going anywhere. And I think that presence needs to be recognized, and there's a sense of that in the play as well. The process to get here has been very gratifying. I've learned so much. Privileged to be here, and I hope the audience enjoys it. I hope they come, they have a good time, but they also walk away with some thoughts. And I think that's the power of theater.